Hello everyone and welcome to Ferris Sports Update. I'm your host Rob Bentley and thanks for tuning in. On today's show we'll recap a big weekend for the Ferris State hockey team along with the men's and women's basketball squads, and we'll start first with Bulldog hockey, joined by Associate Head Coach Drew Famulak. And Coach, first of all, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
Bulldogs just one game this past Friday night, but a big challenge taking on one of the top scoring offenses in the country at the University of Michigan on Friday night.
Yeah, it was a great game. It was sold out. It was electric in there. It reminded me of the old CCHA days when we used to go in there and play conference games. Now we're just doing it non-conference, but it was exciting and it was electric.
One of those games that didn't mean anything for the Bulldogs in terms of the conference standings, but still an important game taking on one of your in-state rivals.
No question it's important. You know, last year they were in our rink, we were victorious, and to go back there this year, we haven't been back there in a couple of years, and it was exciting. And we did come out on the short end, but I thought there was some positives throughout the course of that game.
As we go to some of the highlights of the game, we mentioned they were one of the top scoring offenses going into the country, and a big challenge trying to slow down that offense.
Yeah, when you got Mott, Comfer, and Connor, that's probably one of the best lines you're going to see in college hockey. And you know, they got on the board right away, and it was just they're a load to handle. We wanted to minimize our turnovers, but you know, we made a little bit of a bad turnover here, and it cost us right off the start.
Great crowd, sold-out crowd, as you mentioned, and some Bulldog fans on hand making the trip down as well.
Yeah, no, it was great in there. You know, we had a good crowd, we had good representation, and I know our guys were excited.
Right there, the first goal of the game, and you fall behind 1-0 early, but you're getting some opportunities here in the first period.
We did. We had some good chances. We just couldn't quite bang home the rebounds. The rebounds were there, but like I said, we just didn't have any puck luck around the net there.
How tough is it to play in this type of an environment against this type of a team here on the road?
I don't know if it's tough. We looked at it more like it was exciting. You know, let's see where we're at. And I know our guys were very excited to be out there and to play in front of that sold-out crowd.
2-0 at the end of the first period. What were some of the keys for the Bulldogs as you talked in the locker room between periods?
We wanted to minimize, you know, where we were placing the puck. In terms of turnovers, and I thought as the second and the third period went on, we did a better job of putting pucks in the right areas.
Freshman Darren Smith in net and made some big saves for you despite the final score.
Yeah, and you know, that's his first chance to be in that kind of environment as well, so that'll bode well for him as we go forward throughout the course of the year.
Kenny Babensky with the first Bulldog goal right there, got you on the board and it cut it down to a one-goal game here midway through.
Yeah, he was perfect. You know, I know they reviewed it, but it was a great deflection. He was net front where he should have been.
Got that goal on the power play. How important was it to score with the man advantage?
Yeah, no, our power play's been clicking pretty good, and like I said, he was in the right spot at the right time, and there was another one by Connor. He just right spot there as well, and he banged it home.
That was a big goal for Michigan after you'd cut it down to a one-goal game.
Yeah, you know, we really worked on our penalty killing this week, and I thought overall it was good. We did kill off 5-on-3, but he got, you know, right spot at the right time.
Both teams 1 of 4 on the power play, and you're getting some shots here. Outshot by 10 for the night, but still some opportunities here, and here almost a goal for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, you know, it was in, but he had already blown his whistle and indicated that it was going to be no goal, so it wasn't even really reviewable.
Bulldogs fall behind here 3-1 at the end of 2 periods of play, and certainly another period left. What were the keys here in this final period?
You know, we just wanted to keep going north. Minimize the time that we spend in our zone, and you know, let's use the window, let's chip and chase a little bit more, and I thought we were pretty successful in the third period of doing that.
We'll get on the board here first in the final period, and have a couple goals here before you're finally able to get another one on the board at the end of the game.
Right, you know, that was a 4-on-4 situation here. You know, Worms misses the breakaway. We could have closed the gap, and I thought Durante's number 8 there had another shot there, and then he did score the second goal for us. So he was, like I said, he was very noticeable out there during the game.
The freshman class played a lot of big games already this year, but really maybe the first time in this type of environment.
It is for those kids who are obviously our upperclassmen have played in regionals and league championship type settings, but for our freshmen to be involved in this kind of atmosphere is good for them going forward.
Now, we talked about it earlier, how important this game was. What do these games playing Michigan State, some of those teams mean in terms of the Bulldogs in non-conference play?
Yeah, no, to play, you know, the old CCHA teams, the old rivals. Like I said, our guys were excited. They were looking forward to the atmosphere, the crowd, and like I said, we had them here last year. We were there this year, and then next year they'll come back and play us in October. So we're looking forward to that as well.
This week back into WCHA play, and 4 games left here in the regular season as you travel to Bowling Green in a big series here this weekend.
Yeah, I know they're all like the next 4 games. You know, we want to obviously try to solidify home ice. That's the first goal, and then, you know, keep moving up the standings as we go forward here for the next 4 games.
Bulldogs tied for 4th overall right now, but just a couple points out of 2nd place, a tight race here going down the stretch.
And we knew it was going to be like that right when we started in October, and that's why every point, every overtime is critical. And with us having this weekend off, now we're up to level games with everybody, so it's even coming down the stretch here with the last 4.
What does it take to go on the road here to Bowling Green and pull out some wins here this weekend?
Well, we played there a lot lately, so we know what we're getting ourselves into. It'll be loud. They got a low ceiling like we do. There'll be 3,000-4,000 people there. And they're trying to solidify their spot in the standings too. So it's a matter of us. We got to manage the puck a little bit better. And then, like I said, solidify some things offensively. But overall, the game plan doesn't really change throughout the course of time.
Only one regular season home series left. Not to look ahead, but after this week at Bowling Green, back at home against Lake Superior, March 4th and 5th, and a big series that could mean a lot in terms of the postseason implications.
Well, I think it could mean a lot for them too. They're battling for a playoff spot, trying to solidify themselves in that top 8, and obviously we're trying to get as high as we can. And it's like you said, you're 2 points out of 2nd, but you could be 2 points out of 6th or 7th. So every game from here on in is critical. How
important is it to get this home ice in the playoffs? I know you guys have won on the road. You won on the road last year in the first round. How important is the home ice as you try to get back to Van Andel Arena?
No, home ice. That's one of our goals throughout the course of the year. Is as we put down in September. What do we want to accomplish? And one of them is home ice. And obviously with our dog pound, I think we're pushing 75, 80 sellouts. Consecutive sellouts, and it's just a great place to play, and I know our guys get energized by the crowd.
And obviously the Final 5 at Van Andel Arena in Grand Rapids coming up March 18th and 19th. What does that mean to have that event back here in West Michigan?
No, it was great. We played in it 2 years ago, and it was electric. We played for the championship there. Last year we made the Final 5 out in Minneapolis, and that was exciting. But it's always good to play close to home and in front of your fans.
I know you play a lead role here in the recruiting part of it. Talk about the development of the freshman class that's came in this year and what the future is like for those guys.
Yeah, you know what? They've come in and they've done a nice job. Some kids have exceeded expectations. Some kids are still trying to find their way. But overall, we knew that class had a lot of talent offensively. And it's just the grind. They're maybe not used to going day in and day out, but you look at where they are in the standings in terms of our scoring, what Darren Smith has been able to accomplish, what Corey Mackin has been able to accomplish. Some of our young defensemen, they're getting their feet wet. So in terms of that class, that's definitely a class you can build upon in terms of having good character and good skill set going forward.
And Coach, finally, what does it take here for the Bulldogs to make a run here as you come down the stretch and into the postseason?
Well, I think going into that game against Mich, we'd only given up maybe 7 goals in 5 games. We've only lost 1 conference games in the second half, 2 games overall. So, we want to continue to play strong defense. We want to continue to have win that specialty teams battles, power play, penalty killing, and then offensively just keep generating some 5-on-5 opportunities. And really, the plan doesn't change week to week. We tweak a few things here and there, but overall, that's been the game plan all year.
Well, Coach, best of luck to the Bulldogs as you head to Bowling Green this weekend for WCHA play.
Great, thanks, Rob.
We'll be back with more Ferris Sports Update right after this.